The wine sometimes portrays exactly what you try to do with it, or the opposite. It's such a living thing for me, and then it's just, almost like a learning curve for the rest of your life. Experiment a bit more and try and, almost test yourself with different approaches to winemaking. My name is Reenen Borman and I'm the winemaker here at Boschkloof Wines. It's a small family winery in the Polka Dry Hills of Stellenbosch. It's a very small family business. I make the wines, my father Jock tends the vineyards, and my mother and my wife does the finances and the logistics. We've got 3 families that stays on the farm that helps with the vineyard and in the cellar, and they've been with us for over 20 years. My father used to be the winemaker and director at Rupert and Rothschild in Lamotte in Franschhoek, so I grew up on wine farms since I was a little kid. I joined Boschkloof in 2010 after I did my studies at Elsenburg, studied viticulture and Oenology, and then I harvested at Lombard in Franschhoek and then at Domaine de Martinel in France in the Rhone Valley. But then my father, Reenen Borman, told me that his work is getting a bit too much and he wants me to come and join the family business. So I got to work with our vineyards and our setup quite early. And it gave me a little bit of a head start to actually decide what I wanted this place to be for the future and where I wanted to go with Boschkloof as a wine brand, as stylistically what our wines should be like. Boschkloof is mostly renowned for Syrah, making Syrah that showcase, this unique terroir with a lot of decomposed granite and ferrocrete. It makes it quite suitable. My father was a long-standing member of the Cape Winemakers Guild, but it is somehow very surreal that it's now my time to be part of the guild. So I think it needs to sink in still a bit that I'm part of this group of winemakers that wants to, build the brand of South African wine all over the world. And I'm very excited to be part of the Cape Winemakers Guild. I'm planning to keep the tradition going with Boschkloof and the auction wine. We make a single vineyard Syrah called Epilogue. So I plan on still keeping that tradition going and trying to improve that wine for the guild and to make it one of the, almost annual guild auction wines. Luckily, we can put more than one wine on. And I think for my second wine, that's where I'll be a bit more creative and I'll experiment more and maybe surprise the consumers out there with wines entering the guild that they didn't expect maybe from Boschkloof. I think you should never be stagnant and just keep repeating what you did the previous year. We have to embrace all the different styles, and I think I try to incorporate that mindset in our cellar, not just one way of thinking and one way of doing.